3. The attack by stratagem. Son, the master said, "Now, by the laws of war, better than defeating a country by fire and the sword is to take it without strife. Better to capture the enemy's army intact than to overcome it after fierce resistance. Better to capture the Lu, the Tzu, or the Wu whole than to destroy them in battle. To fight and conquer 100 times is not the perfection of attainment, for the supreme art is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Wherefore the most skillful warrior outwits the enemy by superior stratagem. The next in merit prevents the enemy from uniting his forces. Next to him is he who engages the enemy's army, while to besiege his citadel is the worst expedient. A siege should not be undertaken, if it can possibly be avoided. For before a siege can be commenced, 3 months are required for the construction of stages, battering rams, and siege engines. Then a further 3 months are required in front of the citadel, in order to make the Chu Yin. Wherefore the general is angered, his patience exhausted. His men surge like ants against the ramparts before the time is ripe, and 1/3 of them are killed to no purpose. Such are the misfortunes that sieges entail. Therefore the master of war causes the enemy's forces to yield, but without fighting. He captures his fortresses, but without besieging it, and without lengthy fighting takes the enemy's kingdom. Without tarnishing his weapons, he gains the complete advantage. This is the assault by stratagem. By the rules of war, if 10 times as strong as the enemy, surround him. With 5 times his strength, attack. With double his numbers, divide. If equal in strength, exert to the utmost, and fight if inferior in numbers. Maneuver and await the opportunity. If altogether inferior, offer no chance of battle. A determined stand by inferior numbers does but lead to their capture. The warrior is the country's support. If his aid be entire, the country is of necessity strong. If it be at all deficient, then is the country weak. Now a prince may embarrass his army in 3 ways, namely, ignorant that the army in the field should not advance, to order it to go forward, or ignorant that the army should not retreat, order it to retire. This is to tie the army as with a string, ignorant of military affairs, to rule the armies in the same way as the state. This is to perplex the soldiers, ignorant of the situation of the army, to settle its dispositions. This is to fill the soldiers with distrust. If the army be perplexed and distrustful, then dangers from neighboring princes arise. The army is confounded and offered up to the enemy. There are 5 occasions when victory can be foretold. When the general knows the time to fight and when not to fight, or understands when to employ large or small numbers. When government and people are of one mind, when the state is prepared and chooses the enemy's unguarded moment for attack, when the general possesses ability and is not interfered with by his prince. These are the 5 things that are the heralds of victory. It has been said aforetime that he who knows both sides has nothing to fear in 100 fights. He who is ignorant of the enemy and fixes his eyes only on his own side conquers, and the next time is defeated. He who not only is ignorant of the enemy, but also of his own resources, is invariably defeated.